Hello and welcome to another Yakuza 5 trophy guide video. In this video we're going to talk about air hockey, specifically the No Mercy version. So this is the hardest version of the air hockey that you'll have to do. So some basic tips for air hockey are essentially you move the paddle with the left stick, your analog. Circle is to sort of thrust the panel forward. If it's the paddle forward, you sort of whatever direction you're sort of aiming in, he'll thrust it towards that. Triangle is the heat move. L2 is stare mode, so you can stare at the board, I think, with L2, and then R2 is where you go into stare at the chest mode, I think. So essentially, what you want to do is try and hit the ball, hit the puck side on, so it'll go across relatively at an angle, which is decent for you, and relatively slowly, all the way up towards her. And as soon as you hit that puck, go into stare mode, stare at her chest, and that'll build your heat gauge. So once your heat gauge is full, it might take 2 attempts. It's quite awkward to get used to, like with the your depth perception on that. It's kind of awkward, but if you try and tap it to the side a little bit, there you go, stare at the chest and unleash the heat gauge. Most of the time on No Mercy mode you're going to have to do a heat move to score, and she reverses about 90% of them at least, so be prepared to hit those returns. Absolutely. But as far as this goes, it'll take you a few turns to get used to. Play it on the lower difficulties first, get used to it, and just try and hit it sideways like that. That was perfect. That should give you enough time to build all your heat, and then boom. It's exactly what you want to do. Sometimes she just lets them in randomly. They're not perfect AI, but it's pretty tricky, but as long as you keep on top, you should be able to win this. Just try and hit it side on, or so that she can't hit it. Sometimes hitting it backwards in the corner, actually, I don't know, it confuses the AI. Like if you hit it backwards into yourself, but obviously don't try and hit it into your own net. That confuses the AI sometimes, and they just let it in. It's really weird. But your best tactic is to just go heat mode. Oh, I missed that one. Shocker. Disappointing on the return. But yeah, it's 4-2. Stare at the chest. Always stare at the chest. Oh dear. What is going on? Whoever K, there you go. See, sometimes they just make mistakes. It's really quite satisfying, to be honest. Because sometimes you make terrible mistakes as well, and it's good to see the computer does it as well. Boom! Have some of that. Return! Oh no! Return! Yes! 6-2. I think it's first to... Is it first to 9 in air hockey? Can't remember. We'll find out at the end of this anyway. Perfect with the side on there. That's going to charge the heat almost full. So it'll take you 2 attempts to charge the heat usually. Just be careful that it doesn't fly back into your own net whilst you're in slow-mo mode. You'll get used to it, I'm sure. 7-2. Absolute cleavage scenes. And there we go. Ba-doomph. Oh, Japan. Classic. Right, there's another perfect shot. Heat mode comes in. Just get used to the QTE basically. You'll be smashing it. Have it. And there it goes. One more. Yeah, I think it is 9. 9's the winning score. Almost there. But yeah, the tactic remains the same throughout. Just try Try and charge that heat gauge, however you want to say it. That's the one. Just make sure you hit it back. You don't have to thrust. I don't think I've thrusted at all, apart from the first game I've tried, but boom, have some of that. She completely misses. She's had enough. And that's the end of that one, so thank you very much for watching. That's how you get the completion on that. Peace out.